This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
If you want to get in. The other thing I saw was Derrick Henry. Did you guys see this? Apparently, Derrick Henry and the Titans, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to agree to a new contract. And personally, for me, I find it disturbing for Derrick Henry himself that he's not going to get this, because you see what the running back position means in the NFL. It doesn't mean a lot. And it's interesting the way this whole thing is being structured between him and the team, because he's going to make $10 million this year, okay? And here's the worst part about Derrick Henry's position, and I feel bad for him. He has no leverage. He can't hold out. Now, if he does, he creates all kinds of problems for himself, right? Because, see, if you want Derrick Henry on your team, you're going to have to trade for him. So you're going to have to give up some kind of a high pick, and then you're going to have to give him a big-ass salary. This guy had a lot of mileage in Alabama, and he's had a lot of mileage so far already in the NFL. And that's the way you got to use him, because what's the other thing? He's not great at catching the ball. He's also not a multifaceted back. He's very old school. Power runner. Now, he is impressive as a power runner. This is not the guy you want to tackle out in the open field. Okay? No linebacker, no DB looks forward to tackling that guy. And D linemen know it's a load to tackle that guy. All right? And you know that you also, if you got to collide with him, boy, he's going to punish you. Now, that all takes a toll. Any of us that are old enough, we saw Christian Okoye, and it took a toll on him. As big and strong and powerful as he was, and Derrick Henry's a better athlete than Okoye was, but he's kind of the same athlete. He's limited, not a pass catcher. You're not going to use him a lot in the passing game. So teams that have passing offenses are not going to want Derrick Henry. And they're not going to want to trade for Derrick Henry because they've got to give a high pick and a salary that he wants. So how does Derrick Henry hold out? Now, if he does hold out, I do believe this. He will cripple their offense, because he will expose Tannehill. And Tannehill, it's funny that Tannehill benefits from having him on the field and allowing him to do his job comfortably, because Derrick Henry's the guy that scares everybody on offense. Not Ryan, not the passing game. Yet, the guy that really runs the offense, the guy that's the heart and soul of your offense, you're not willing to pay him. You're only willing to milk it as far as you can go. And check it out. You tag him this year, it's $10 million. You tag him next year, it's 12-something. It's nothing. It's not like Dak. Dak is 31 this year with the tag. Next year, it's 37. Oh, and next year, the cap probably won't, for 1 year, it won't move a lot because of what happened with COVID and all the losses. So they're not going to be able to move, like they're not going to be able to add another 5, 10 million, 15 million to the cap next year like they normally do every year. So the 12 million you can pay him next year. No. Now, I know it's guaranteed salary for him, but that's his last salary if he blows out a knee. Because again, like I told you, he's not a pass catcher. So the second he loses his mobility, and a big guy like that, where do you think they're going to constantly tackle him? Low. And so he's going to take a lot of lower leg shots. And I don't care how big and strong you are. Eventually, the pounding wears you down. But it shows you how disrespectful that position is. How they put very little value on that position, that he is the guy that everybody's game planning for. He's the guy that puts fear into every defense, and yet he's not your priority to pay. And you wonder, why not pay him, make him happy, and get a quarterback that can kind of do the same thing that Ryan does, facilitate, but not have to spend that much. But the problem is Todd Gurley, Devonta Freeman. Okay? We have now watched certain contracts that were given, big contracts, and those contracts got bad right away because of injuries to players. Devonta Freeman is still a free agent, and Todd Gurley had to settle for a one-year contract. And Le'Veon Bell, I know he was laughing the other day that they put him number 10 in the NFL in running backs. And I understand why he's laughing, because in his mind, he still thinks he's one of the top 3. But if you look at the stats and the production the last couple of years, it doesn't really go with it. It was like yesterday I was in a discussion with a guy, and he was bragging about Odell Beckham and this and that and all that. And I go to him, dude, he has 10 touchdowns in 2 years. He hasn't really played well. He had 4 touchdowns last year, 10 in the last 2 years. It's been down. Well, I know he's still elite, and he's still a great player, and I would want him on my team. And he goes, I even want the Dolphins to trade for him. I said, man, I don't want anything to do with that guy. And then he compared him with T.O., and I said, hey, you can have both of them. Okay? I'll take Larry Fitzgerald and Michael Thomas. Because he goes to me, well, you're confusing bad attitude with personality. And I go, no. You're confusing asshole with great character. I'll take Michael Thomas and Larry Fitzgerald. They've got character. They've got personalities. They're just not assholes. You want the assholes? You go ahead and take them. And in this case, we're not even talking about any character issues. Derrick Henry's a fantastic young man. He carries himself to a T, dude. And it's a shame, because he's the heart and soul of that offense, and yet he's not the guy that's getting the respect when it comes to the team and the salary. They'd rather pay the quarterback that cannot bail them out of anything than the running back that is their everything. It's pretty amazing. I saw that and I was like, sad, man. Sad that's the case for Derrick Henry.